My cats always wake me up every morning, and I honestly love being waken up by them. I wouldn't want to wake up any other way. Definitely not from an alarm clock or anything. I hate those. So I do meditate every day, and I am a psychic, and I am a tarot reader, and I do spell work a lot. So as a spiritual worker, it can get very spiritual. It can get very spiritual. So sometimes I just have to have these types of days where I just focus on completely grounding myself and having a human ass day. Finally got a bed frame. So my bed is no longer on the floor. I just got ready and I was like making some TikToks, but I don't know if I'm gonna wear this out, but I think I'm gonna go to the beach, and I have this jar. So I might like make a grounding jar to like feel more physically grounded into reality. And I just have so many crystals everywhere and stuff like that, which can like elevate you. So I'm gonna put this kind of by my bed, and so I feel a little bit more grounded when I wake up. So I think I'm gonna do that. I might go to the grocery store and get some like foods, and especially like vegetables and stuff are really grounding as well, obviously, especially carrots, but I don't really like carrots. If you ever have the feeling where you're too up in your head, out of this world, whatever, a really good way to ground yourself is literally just by going outside and spending the whole day in nature. I should have brought my microphone because it's so windy, but there's an insane amount of crows here. Everywhere I go, there's like crows, 2 crows, 3 crows, 5 crows. I don't know if it's just like a California thing, but I definitely know that it's a spiritual thing. Obviously California is a spiritual place, whether people know it or not. But there's so many motherfucking crows around. Obviously the beach is nature, and it's like a really grounding place because it's the water, it's sand, it's nature, it's outside. But it's kind of like a spiritual place for me. Sometimes I get a lot of psychic messages here. But let me tell you, there's this place called the Akashic Records. Don't go there, you have to do your research. But the first day that I moved here, I met an Akashic Record lady, and I had just started reading an Akashic Record book, and she told me that she reads Akashic Records. Basically, Akashic Records is where all the angels like live, all the gods, goddesses. It's a place far away, and your records are stored there because you have a timeline in your life. You have an energetic timeline, and you can like jump timelines, whatever. But all of your information is stored there, and it's your soul's timeline. So it can go back to 3 lives ago, last life, and then this life. So I got my timelines read, and then I started doing it myself, and I would do it at the beach. I would come here and open the Akashic Records, and I saw in the Akashic Record, I randomly, for some reason, I kept seeing parrots. And I was like, what the fuck does a parrot mean? And then I like looked up the spiritual meaning, and like there was obviously a bunch of spiritual meanings, but I was just like, is there even parrots in California? Like, I don't think I'm gonna see like a parrot. Like I don't know, like who the fuck sees parrots? Like, and I was like, well, one day when I see a parrot, I'll think of this. Thinking that it would be like way in my future. The next motherfucking day, I walk out to go walk outside. Instantly, not even a minute after going outside, 2 parrots swarm at me. I have to duck. I literally have to duck from these parrots. And then I was like, oh shit, what the fuck did I just open? I just opened a weird ass thing. So I had to now ground myself back into reality because what the fuck was that shit? There was like a year of my whole life where I focused on the root chakra. I literally designed my room as like the root chakra colors, and like would do root chakra practices every morning. So I do feel like I'm a very grounded person. Plus I do have an earth sign moon and an earth sign rising. But I'm a water sign and I'm a psychic and I'm a tarot reader and I do spiritual work, so it's important to ground yourself into reality at times. So basically, if you're psychic, if you're spiritual, if you're even meditating, you need to also balance it out, or else that's how you end up in something called a spiritual psychosis. Sometimes it can come off as too much, or you think that you're Jesus Christ himself. Now you can ask the nature and Mother Nature to ground you, or you know, you can just simply spend your time outside. I like to meditate too, or just even relax. A lot of the times in meditation, people will have their hands like that up, but if you place them down, it actually is more of a grounding method rather than putting your hands up. It's kind of opening up you spiritually, but if you place your hands towards the ground, your feet towards the ground, it can actually connect you better and ground yourself, having a grounding meditation. Hey guys, I know, but it's actually $35 a piece, and if you wanted me to sing for you, it's $50 a piece. Thank you. This one is pretty big. Look at this thing. Look, it looks like a butterfly. Okay, so I did shrooms before, obviously. This was years ago, but the first time I ever did shrooms was on top of this really big hill, and I did it on this tapestry, and I've been using this tapestry ever since. I brought it to festivals, so many different states, like to so many different beaches, so many different lakes, so many different grass fields. Just literally everywhere that you could think of that I've been, it's been. Literally what my life is laying down this tapestry and sitting on it in different places. It's like my magical carpet. Okay, so these are the roses I got last time I was at Trader Joe's. But obviously they're all shriveled up and dried now, but I'm gonna save them because you can like use a lot of dried rose petals for spells. A lot of metaphysical shops will even sell them. And then also roses are really good for love. Oops, because I did just move here, so I don't really know any lovers. But after I bought these roses, I met a few, actually. I also got these little juice. Oh my god. This one is for immunity. I'm gonna start taking these because I hate getting sick. And if there's a way to prevent it, I'm going to. I get so sleepy during the second half of the day. These used to be Lululemon leggings, and I cut them because I cut everything. Like, this is obviously a little bracelet. I feel like ankle bracelets can help ground you, depending especially on what crystals it is. Because obviously the root chakra is associated with your feet. So wearing an ankle bracelet can help. I've personally noticed I feel a lot more grounded when I go to a very naturey spot with grass and trees around. And also I got a matcha because a lot of people say it tastes earthy, and I do feel that too. So I wanted to get like an earthier tea. Definitely the #1 way to ground yourself is by putting your feet in the grass with no shoes or socks on, walking on the grass. Definitely the #1 way, because it's directly from the dirt, the grass, and everything. And I like to journal as a grounding method because while I'm journaling, it's 100% in the present moment. I feel so grounded while I'm journaling. I'm literally not daydreaming or anything. All I'm doing is focusing on my paper. An extremely powerful way of manifestation is sitting on top of a hill and imagining all of the energy and everything that you can see in sight, pulling it towards you, and all your manifestations and desires are getting pulled towards you. You're calling them back to your energy. I noticed this is a really good way to call yourself back. And I pulled some oracle cards, and of course I pulled the grounding card. Of course, duh, it heals you. I also pulled the nature spirits oracle card, and I actually wanted to go outside and have a grounding day because I pulled this card in the first place.